Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is July the 7th. Ooh, 7-7. Lucky sevens. 2020. Strong hand, long-term thinking Bitcoin. It's the next Bitcoin. One Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. Compete, don't complain. Conviction, be a unique beast. One day closer to an all-time high. I'm offended by selling. Hello, my elite friends. If you have a question, I have an answer. There'll be plenty of time for questions, so I hope you have some. Type in BitcoinMeister or do a super chat to catch my attention. That's how you catch my eye in the chat. If you're watching this tape, play it at 2x, of course, to save time. This Week in Bitcoin, Eugene and Russ, and Eugene from, of course, Belarus, and Russ and JW were on. Watch it. It's linked to below. So back in, I don't know when it was, I was making predictions. I've talked about how some of these altcoins, they're going to have to buy each other out or merge, something creative that will help pump the price. Because there's so many of them out there now. It's just a matter of time before a gimmick like that happens. And I've talked about this for a while. And so today I'm reading on Cointelegraph, could Cardano and Litecoin team up, be in the works? And Charles Hoskinson, the guy at Cardano, and I can't believe I'm even saying that word here. Do you guys remember when that was like the flavor of the month? Cardano. Tai Zen was pumping that once, wasn't he? I don't know. But yeah, he wants to work with Litecoin in some way. Now, this is not a real merger, but it's on that path to mergerism, okay? And will they have a partnership of some sort? Maybe. Well, we'll see this in the future because they got all these altcoins out there. Either they're just going to, so many of them, the lower tier ones, either they're going to disappear or they're going to have to come up with some creative gimmicks. So altcoin mergers, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You'll see it. I don't know all the technicalities that will be behind such a thing. And I just want to clear up that Litecoin and Cardano aren't proposing a merger here or anything like that. But what we could see also, with Steam, how the Tron guy, Justin Sun, bought it, and eventually probably all your Steam will be turned into Tron. Things like that. You can call it corporate buyouts, mergers, whatever you want to call it, but bringing it to the altcoin world. So all you altcoin freaks have another gimmick to pull out of your back pocket there. Bitcoin, no, there are no mergers in Bitcoin. Now, of course, there are crypto dividends of Bitcoin, which is great, which is the opposite. Let people in the realm of Bitcoin, they're producing altcoiners are using it to produce more altcoins. But in the realm of altcoins, there's going to be consolidation. And I prefer getting those free crypto dividends than buying some altcoin because you think it's going to consolidate with another one. All right, pound that like button, people. Let me see. Let me go check out the questions real quick. I see they're Taval Dakris is in the house. All right. Someone mentions a coin that's pumping. I'm not even gonna say what it is. That's the flavor of the month, dude. I guess that's the flavor of the month. How many people have you made think hard about money, convince them to go down the Bitcoin rabbit hole this week? Me? I have no idea. Depends who's watching my show. In person, no one. In Asheville, I haven't talked about. I've only talked to one person about Bitcoin and money, and it was very, very briefly. So who knows? That's the thing about YouTube and putting yourself out there and speaking the truth. As I say, keep on speaking the truth because you never know who you're going to reach. I get emails and DMs from people saying such great things that I help change their lives. It's awesome, but you don't know unless people tell you. And hey, I'm happy with it. You don't have to tell me if I've changed your mind on anything. You're going to get a new show here every day. That's conviction. And if I can inspire conviction and conscientiousness, then hey, that's great. Pound that like button. All right. And Taval says a name of another coin that's also the flavor of the month. They're all the ones that get spammed in my comment section that you think are like, they're probably scams, but they actually aren't. But someone's spamming in the comment section about those ones. I'm not going to name them. Talk about the USA debt clock retreating. It's gotten smaller, you're saying? M Bastion 770? I did not hear about that, and I don't see how that's possible at all. But I like that you have 770 in your name. 770 Eastern Parkway, home of Chabad. I've been there before. It's a great place to visit. They'll put some tefillin on you if you're up in front on Eastern Parkway there in Brooklyn. All right. And Roman Q says altcoins declare bankruptcy, Bitcoin declares dividends. Ooh, I like that. I like that. All right, let's move on. Good questions. Keep on piling in the questions. Now, so let's talk about coins, like real physical coins out here. I just learned about this. I haven't seen signs. Vice wrote about this, but if you Google coin shortage, you're going to find a lot of articles about that. A lack of circulation is causing stores all over the country, the United States, to run out of coins and cash. All right. Why is this happening? Well, the United States, the government interfered, said some businesses couldn't be open. Money is not flowing as it was beforehand. When the government puts its hands on the market, weird, freakish things happen. Now, also, I think the Federal Reserve isn't producing as many coins, or whoever makes it. The Federal Reserve, whoever makes the coins, isn't producing as much. Read the darn article, okay? I just got confused about something. But and smaller, and I guess dollar bills aren't circulating as much either. Yeah, odd things like this happen when the government, when we're in this type of situation. So they bring up. They blame it on the situation, the current event situation. And of course, yes. Now, this is just, and I've mentioned this before, but with a shortage of coins and dollar bills, possibly, people will be like, oh, they're dirty. They're dirty. So that's good. One step closer to a Fed coin, right? Yeah, it is one step closer to a Fed coin. The shortage, now, did they plan? The shortage was not planned. It's because of government interference. But never let a crisis. A point in bringing this up is that, yeah, we're one step closer to the Fed coin. But this doesn't happen with Bitcoin. All right? Bitcoin, you can keep dividing it. There'll always be Bitcoin flowing around. All right? There are no, people hoard their Bitcoin, and that's great. That's great. But all the Bitcoin, but one could be hoarded, and you still divide it up, and the people who wanted to spend it, that little bit would be circulating around, and it would be enough. The little teeny fractions of it. It's different. Bitcoin doesn't have to rely on government coiners or government printers, and doesn't have to worry about freakish interference because of current events. And we have another question here. Oh, no, we don't. That was the great Roman Q again. I read you twice. Someone says, Lance says, I collect old coins and recently went to the pawn shop to search for more, found out even the pawn shops are out of collector coins. Yeah, wow, very interesting. Why is USA credit card debt going down? Well, Mr. Bastion 770, again, I haven't heard that I haven't heard anything about that, man. I just dropped my pen. Should I pick it up? Yeah. All right. So yeah, give me a link or something. I haven't heard anything about this. The debt, it's increasing, dude. It's we're about to get our second, and I forgot to link to this and even put it into the title. How could I forget? But yeah, second stimulus check might be on the way. People are saying in the United States, you might have to make like less than $40,000. Who knows? Whatever it is, I knew this was coming on March the 12th. I spent my first stimulus check before I got it, and I spent my second. If I'm going to get a second one, I spent my second stimulus check before I got it. When Bitcoin was, when you get 2 for $10,000, that's what I did. I knew the money printer was going to go burr. So hey, yeah, I spent that $1,200 check before I got it, and I spent the next $1,200 check before I got it also. But it went into Bitcoin, which if you're a fiat freak, I got on freaking sale back then. So yeah, we might. Hey, so if you haven't spent your, if you haven't used your, treated it like a prepaid type of thing, you haven't spent it before you got it. If we get another one, you know where to toss it, baby. Turn it into real money. All right. And I don't know. How did I forget to even write that in my notes? Oh well. And yeah, Crypto Parlor. Follow me there, BitcoinMeister on Parlor. It's been fun. Yeah. I quite every time I mention it, some people do follow me there. So we're going to take it over, baby. Crypto Parlor. We're going to reach out to the people that haven't heard about Bitcoin yet. It's a fresh market, and there's always potential. So many people have yet to hear about Bitcoin now, or really hear about Bitcoin without all the mainstream fear around it. Whew. Mainstream fear. That's what the year 2020 has been. If you just watch the TV. But hey, if you're in the Bitcoin overlay, you're just laughing it and spending that stimulus check before you even get it on the real thing, baby. You guys are elite if you're watching this here at this beautiful afternoon. And okay, 7-day moving average of the number of active Ether addresses rose to 405,000 on Friday, a threshold not seen since May 2018, according to data provided by blockchain analysis analytics firm Glassnode. All right, so people are actually using Ethereum. They're using it to lock it up in DeFi type of stuff. All right, there you go. But the active, last time it was this, that there were that many this active 7-day moving average for it was May 2018, and that was when the ICO thing was winding down. So as I've said before, it'll probably, active addresses will get to ICO level again. It will pump again. All right. It will decouple from Bitcoin also. Right now, the price of Ethereum is pretty much when Bitcoin goes up, it goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, it goes down. There'll be a point when those Ethereum freaks in Silicon Valley and all over, it will gain value in terms of Bitcoin. Is this a reason to value your wealth in Ethereum? No, it's not. Okay. This has happened before, but I say this on occasion that Ethereum is the next Ethereum, that the signs are there. There are people that love this DeFi thing more than ICO, and it's going to happen. But it will end badly also, as usual. So I'm not a gambler. I'm not valuing my wealth in Ethereum, but I'm just pointing it out that most of the people that are going to pile into it, just like they won't even know what they're piling into. They'll be like, "Oh, DeFi. DeFi is the catchphrase of the second half of the year or something, or the first half of next year. Who knows?" So, but people are. You can see it's Ethereum is moving around. I mean, people are using it more. Actually, the addresses are active again. Okay, or like they were around the time of the ICO period. So. It's not something in people's imagination. It's not just theoretical. People are getting ready for this DeFi thing. Yesterday, I mentioned how it's ridiculous to pay for a college so much for a year in college, where you're supposed to be hanging out with your friends and having parties and everything, and they turn it into like you're living with your parents and you're just looking at a computer. I'll say this: if enough frosh out there, and whatever year you're in college, if enough people refuse to play that game, the distance learning thing, the situation will change. They will just say, they'll put their hands up in the air and say, "Okay, everybody come back." And I will say this: Cornell, out of all the Ivy League schools, they're having in-person classes apparently. So, but hey, it's up. Youth of America, you want to change the way things are? Then you tell your college, I'm not paying you a dime to get what I can get online for free. I'll pay you if you let me come do, like, if things go back to normal. So if enough kids, the kids are such little, most of them are snowflakes and just, go. Unfortunately, they don't know it, but they're so many of them are bootlickers and just go with whatever is trendy, and they want to fit in so much. And right now, fitting in is living in a freaking panic prison and thinking that you will get sick if you go to college. So most of them will just eat it up, and but there will be a substantial amount of people that will not pay that college tuition, and then a few of them, hopefully will use that money to buy Bitcoin. That would be the best. That would be the best use of that money. Okay, now the other thing. Yesterday, I couldn't think of the word reference. I said if you put Bitcoin or cryptocurrency on your resume or your cover letter or whatever, you can use Adam Meister, and I couldn't think of the word. Use Adam Meister as your reference. If you retweeted my thing, if that's your work in the Bitcoin space, I retweeted. I did marketing for Adam Meister, and which was just like and it's true. If you retweet me, you're doing marketing for the BitcoinMeister. I'll be your reference. I'll be like, yes, indeed, Joe Schmo there. He is in the Bitcoin. He's not padding his resume there. He really was involved in Bitcoin marketing. Watch yesterday's show. Also, subscribe to the backup channel. That is linked to below. Watch my Baltimore video on the backup channel. A lot of people got a kick out of that because there were fancy sets and graphics there. And here, I see people are asking questions. I want to say that Coin Center has a new explainer out there. What are mixers and privacy coins? You can link to that. That is linked to below. There's some reading for you that if you're interested in that. There's a video from Coldcard, how to set up Coldcard air gap multi-sig wallet and use with Electrum wallet. All right, dudes. There you go, you tech heads. You ask about the freaking air gap when Trace Mayer brings up anything to do with air gap. And people are asking me, Adam, where's Trace Mayer? I don't know. I don't know where he is. I'm not his keeper. You shouldn't put him on a pedestal. You shouldn't work. Do you ask where Murad is? Murad hasn't been around for a while either. No, I mean, it was Trace Mayer. People worshipped Murad. They didn't worship him as much. Although some people did start to worship him. But they're both missing, and that's their business. Whatever, people disappear. You know who doesn't disappear? The BitcoinMeister, Adam Meister. Pound that freaking like button. All right, let me just see if there are any other questions there. We have plenty of people chatting back and forth. Okay, guys, yeah, you can support the show by retweeting this at TechBalt. I am TECHBALT there. And oh my God, yeah, Lance Robinson says, finally got my own node downloading now. Says it'll take 5 to 14 days to download. Still glad to be contributing. Yeah, dude, I couldn't handle that. Well, that's an unfortunate aspect of it. The 5 to 14 days to download, I don't like that. I don't, and people are going to say, oh, there are faster ways and this, that, and the other. All right. But, and again, I'm always traveling. I cannot set up a node. Hey, it's great that you're doing that. People aren't villains. Some people try to like vilify the people who, they try to send you to the Bitcoin Inquisition if you don't set up a node. Yeah, dude. Hey, it's about personal responsibility here. You got to take care of yourselves, people. The easiest thing you can do in Bitcoin is just get a Bitcoin. Aim to get that first Bitcoin. If you're not technical at all right, you don't know about nodes and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that's fine, dude. Just get your hands up. Protect yourself. It's a newfangled form of insurance. It's a newfangled savings account. It's Bitcoin. I'm Adam Meister, the BitcoinMeister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, check out the links below. Pound that like button. I'll say hi to you guys in the chat. Thanks a lot. Spread the word. See ya. DisruptMeister.com.